Okay, so here we are going to discuss about how to name if my complex, coordination complex contains a bridging ligands. What are the necessity to name such kind of complexes? Only the thing is, we are going to introduce a symbol called mu. This mu represents that my complex, coordination complex, contains or holds some bridging ligands in it. Okay, there are few cases for understanding the bridging ligands or for naming such kind of complexes. Okay, so the first thing is this one. Here, this red color balls are the bridging ligands, and this yellow and green are the two different groups that is attached to this ligand. Since they are different, how should I give the name? Whenever you see everything, every the groups, ligand, everything are different, what you're going to do is you just give the name from left to right. You name the group that is present on your left hand side first. Then you just give the name of the ligand. Okay, according to the rule, IUPAC nomenclature rule. Then you just name the group that is present on to your right hand side. Okay, since the complex holds the bridging ligands, we are going to give the symbol mu as you can find here. Okay, in second case, this is a second case. Here you can find the two groups are same. The green balls indicates the groups attached to the ligand. The bridging ligands are identical. For that, we are going to give the name BIS. BIS. Clear? This is case number 2. Next case is third case. Okay, here you can find from the model all the balls or in variety of color, red, yellow, green, blue is, so the red and blue balls are your bridging ligands, and the two yellow and green are the groups attached to them, right? Since everything are different, what I said first, whenever you see the groups ligand with different names, just give the nomenclature from left to right, L to R. Coming to the fourth case, in fourth case the groups attached to the ligands are same. Okay, so for that what you're going to give bis right here. And there will be a case while naming which ligand should I name first, since they are different ligands, right? Which should be named first. That is obvious that it must be given according to the alphabetical order. Say for an example, these red ones are amido groups NH2, and this blue are hydroxo group. Alphabetically, which comes first? A comes first. Everyone knows. So I should give the name of this amido first. Mu amido, mu hydroxo. Then the name of the groups. Since they are identical, what prefix I should use there? Bis. Okay. Next case is the fifth case. In this model, what you can observe, the ligands are same. The groups attached to this ligand is also same. So how should I name? Dimu name of the ligand, bis name of the group. Okay, that's it. Now we shall learn few examples. From that you will understand still more better. Okay. So the first example is this one. Okay. The first example is what? This one. What you can see in the example right here. We shall try naming this. Both the groups attached to the bridging ligands are different. So how should I name? How should I give the name from left to right? Okay, so for that, what group is present to my left hand side? Tetra, am I right? Aqua, tetra aqua, nickel. I'm opening and closing the bracket. Let us fill that later. Okay, then mu hydroxo, right? Mu hydroxo. Then what group is present to my right hand side? It is tetra. Again, it is aqua, cobalt. Open and close the bracket. Leave some space because chloride ion is present outside the coordination sphere. Okay. Now, how should I find the oxidation number? See, this aqua is also neutral. This is neutral. This is also neutral. So just strike off those two things. No, don't worry about that. Okay. So you are having -1 for hydroxo. Charge on the cation is +3. So how many unknowns? Two unknowns. So 2x minus 1 is equal to 3. So 2x is equal to 4. X is equal to 2. You just fill with the Roman numerals to the bracket. That's all. Okay, we will have another one example. So here, how are the groups attached to the ligand? They are same. So I should give the name of the what? I should give the name of the bridging ligand first. Then, since the groups attached to my bridging ligands are similar, I should put the prefix bis over there. Bis, tetra, aqua, right? Tetra aqua, nickel, open the bracket for writing the oxidation number. Give some space. That space indicates that my chloride ion is outside the coordination sphere or coordination entity. Now coming to the oxidation, how to find the oxidation number? These are neutral. Don't see that. Don't focus on this water molecule. What is the oxidation state of hydroxo? -1. How many unknowns? Two unknowns. Similar to the previous example, it goes the same here also. So 2x minus 1 is equal to charge on the complex is +3. So what you will get? 2x is equal to 4. Therefore, x is equal to what? 2. That's it. Okay. One more example. Now see, the two groups is different. Ligand is also different. So what is the case? Go in order. L to R. Left to right. Give the name from left to right. Okay. Shall we do it? So what kind of group is present to my left hand side? It is tetraamine, cobalt, open and close the bracket. We shall fill that later. Okay, then mu, since I am not having mu in my keyboard, just I am putting as u. Please do understand that it is mu amido. There are two ligands, two bridging ligands, amido and hydroxo. Which comes first? Alphabetically A comes first, so you should put mu amido, mu hydroxo. Clear? Mu hydroxo. Then what kind of group is present here? Diamine, dichloro, dichloro. Then what? Cobalt. Is that cobalt? Yes. Cobalt. Open and close the bracket so that you can fill the oxidation number. Then sulfate. Now coming to the oxidation state. This is neutral. Don't focus on amine groups. This is also neutral. For amido, it is -1, -1, -1, -1, -2, and for chloro, -1. Since there are two chloro, it is -1 into 2, -2. Okay, so 2x -2, that is 2x -4 is equal to, what is the charge here? charge on the complex is plus 2. Okay, so 2x, uh, what is that, minus 4 is equal to 2. 2x is equal to 2 plus 4, you will have it as 6 there. Do mind calculation, right? So 2x is equal to 6, then x is equal to what, 3. So I should put 3 in this place. In terms of Roman numerals, that is important. Just put 3 here. Clear? Yes, that's all. Okay, another one example we will try. Remaining example, you give a try. Just give a pass button and you just try for the remaining example. I will put it in the presentation manner. So now here you can see the two groups attached to the ligands are same. They are same. So how should I give the name? I must start with what? The name of the ligand. So that is mu. You're having amido and nitro. It is not nitrito. If it coordinate via oxygen, that is nitrito. Since it coordinates via nitrogen, it is nitrito. Nitrito. Okay. Mu amido. Mu amido. Mu nitrito. Nitrito or nitro, everything is right. Okay, mu amido, mu nitrito, since the groups attached to the ligands, bridging ligands are same, so I am using the prefix bis. And tetraamine cobalt, am I right? Cobalt, open the brackets, then leave some space, put nitrate, since that is outside the entity. Okay, now this is neutral, this is neutral, this is also neutral. Don't focus on that kind of ligands for calculation of the oxidation state. So for this minus 1 minus 1 minus 2, so how many unknowns? 2 unknowns. So 2x minus 2, charge on the cation, charge on the complex is plus 2. So 2x is equal to 4, so x is equal to 2. That's all. Very simple. Okay. Mu amido, mu nitrito, bis tetramine, cobalt 2 nitrate. Okay. Cobalt 2 nitrate. Could you try it for this one? How should we name this? Come on, we will just try it. We will give a try on this also. So the two groups are same. Ligands are also same. For that, what should I do? Di mu, okay, hydroxo or hydroxido. Okay, everything is correct only. Hydroxo mu di, two bridging ligands are there, so I am using the prefix di mu hydroxo, and two groups are same, so I'm using the prefix bis. Tetra, is that tetra aqua, tetra aqua ion, tetra aqua ion, open the brackets to fill up the oxidation state, leave few space and put it as sulfate because that is outside the coordination sphere. Now these are neutral, we know these are neutral, so I'm not taking that into consideration. So just strike off these and this. How many hydroxo are there? Minus 1 for this. What are the unknowns? 2 ion are the unknown. So 2x minus 2 is equal to, what is the charge on the complex? Charge on the complex is, charge on the complex is 2. Okay, because for this 2 minus, so for this it will be how much? 2. So we will have 2 right here. Am I right? So this one is minus 1 minus 1. 2x minus 2 is equal to 2 means, so 2x is equal to what? You will have it as, how, see, wait. I have said wrong. This sulfate, there are two sulfate ions are there. So that means what is the oxidation state of sulfate? Sulfate is 2 minus, SO4 2 minus. That means the charge here must be 4 plus 4 because there are two sulfate, right? So in order to balance that, you must have plus 4 here. Okay, so minus 2, when that goes that side, it becomes as plus 2. So 2x is equal to 6. So here it is 3. Here it is 3. I have written wrongly here. Just make a change. This is 3. So this is the name of the complex. Clear? Di mu hydroxo bis tetra aqua iron 3 sulfate. Okay, next. For this complex, how it is? Here you have got what? You have got two groups are same only. So just refer to this one. Mu hydroxo. Name the H comes before N. So mu hydroxo, mu nitrito, base tetra aqua iron open bracket sulfate. Okay, so for these are neutral. Okay, this is minus 1. This one is again minus 1, minus 2. It comes as minus 2. So 2x minus 2, charge on this will be plus 4. Charge on the complex will be plus 4. So this is also again, it is in plus 3 state. Plus 3 state. Tetra aqua iron 3 sulfate. Okay, how this dissociate? Actually, this complex will hold plus 4 right here, and this one will have 2 minus. 2 sulfate, 2 minus. Okay, so in order to balance that, you will put how many? 4 positive. So that it comes as plus 3. Clear? And for this complex, this one is both the groups are same. When both the groups are same, just give the start with the name of the ligand. Then you should, since they are identical, put the prefix bis. Okay, pentaamine chromium 3 chloride. How it is 3 here? How it is 3? Because here minus 1 for this. So 2x minus 1, charge on this will be plus 5. Charge on this will be plus 5. So you will have 2x is equal to 6. Therefore, x is equal to what? 3. Okay. Now for this one, we will just give a try. Both the ligands are different, but the two groups are identical. Give the name of the ligand, then followed by the two groups. Since they are same, put a prefix bis. How we got 3 here? Oxidation state of cobalt is 3. How they are saying? For amido it is minus 1. For this is also minus 1. In total it becomes minus 2. So 2x minus 2 is equal to, charge on the complex is plus 4. Okay, so 2x is equal to, when minus 2 goes that side, it becomes as 4 plus 2, that is 6. So 2x is equal to 6, x is equal to 3. That's all, very simple. So thank you all.